Hi guys!
Hi everybody!
So it's that time again in October. We are here at the NEC for the big show. Right, so when we come into the show early like this, we have to try to pick what we're going to have a look at while there's no one around to get you the best footage of it. And guess what? We're going to go and have a look at the Sven with the pop top. I think that's probably going to be the first port of call, but if we see anything else on the way which looks really interesting, we're going to have a look at that too, just while there's no crowds around. So on the way round to try and find the Sven, we have found the Bailey Endurance. So E65, and if you remember, hon, this is the one that I was saying is like the Bailey Trekker.
Ah, yes.
We probably shouldn't say that on the Bailey stand.
Well, no, we shouldn't, should we?
So
but it has been kind of funkied. If you watched our show preview video, we'll invented the new word for that one.
It's looking very nice, actually.
Good colour.
Yeah, and they do this tent box from the factory if you want it. So instead of having a pop top, they do a tent box.
It's very high to get up a ladder, isn't it?
Yes, that is quite high, isn't it? I'm not quite sure how you're going to be getting up in there.
It's an enormously long ladder to get up there.
Right. Well, you go in the back and I'll go in the front, and let's have a look. So let's have a quick wander around. I'm liking this styling. It's looking very, very nice. Bit of a change for Bailey, this.
It's got a really good chunky mattress on here. Look at the size of that.
Yeah, that's looking good.
Super comfy.
So, very quick tour. Then we're going to have a look at one of these properly, aren't we? But obviously got table storage at the back here. They've gone with some different coloured, darker cupboards in here. Lots of storage by the looks of it. Just in the garage area, gas bottles at the back there. Bed obviously folds up. And they've gone for these new kind of finishes in here, which almost look like kind of recycled cardboard kind of look.
It's got a bit of a texture to it, hasn't it?
Nice handles and stuff too. Yeah, very different. And then that is
the tambour door bathroom, so you have more space when you're not using that bathroom.
That's nice in there. So you've got black fittings, shower rail and things. Obviously cassette toilet. In here we've got folding Dometic hob. Cast iron griddle as well.
Very nice.
Very nice. Extending table, good mood lighting in here as well. I tell you what, they've done a really nice job of this, and I love that ceiling.
So these are based on the Ford Transit 6-metre van. Starting price on the road there looks $69,999. That's for the 165 horsepower even, just shy of 2 litres engine. This one's got a good amount of options on there. It's added another, £9,000-ish. That obviously will include that tent box, which is a good chunk of that. That's nearly £3,000 worth of tent box that's sitting on the roof there. So that's things like your alloys that are more, the wind out awning, that's more, glass panoramic over the cab, that's a bit more, and an adventure pack, which
interesting.
Don't know what that is. We can try and find out.
It's looking good though. Yeah, very nice. An automatic gearbox and stuff you have to pay for, don't you, as well? Yeah. So I'll tell you what, definitely worth a look if you're in the market for something on that Ford platform, which has been funkied up. New word.
Not my word.
It's looking good.
We keep getting distracted from getting to the new Sven. We've been distracted this time by the Adria stand, because this is the Super Twin.
These are nice, these, aren't they? They really are. There's another one behind you, which I think, is that the longer one? Do a longer one? Yes.
Definitely looks longer.
Yes, I believe so. But this one here is the 6-metre, and we do like a 6-metre van, don't we?
We do.
We really do. So let's have a good nosy in here. We did have a look at one of these last time, I think, but it was so new at that point. It's good to just see if they've refined it slightly. It's looking very nice in here.
It is. It's a pricey van, but it is beautiful.
We'll come to that price in a second. But yes, it's quite some vehicle this, and obviously with the Aldi heating system, and everything else. It's got a super big fridge in here as well, which is very helpful for those long trips away. Obviously got a carpet set in here. Bathroom looking very nice. It's got a swing door bathroom, I think, in here. Is it a swing door bathroom? Yes, it is. So it just swings over like that, but it's not the full swing like we've seen in some of them before. So it does leave the toilet slightly exposed, but it does mean that you've got a really big shower tray at the bottom there. Sorry, it's a bit awkward to film it in here, but yeah, you can see that just swings out the way, and obviously you've got your mirror and stuff in there as well.
I like what they've done with the roof in here. So it's like this pressed kind of felt shaped headlining with these lights embedded into it, and you can see there, look, it's got proper air conditioning. Nice. It's a pricey van, this one. We are well into the six-figure category. So it is from 126,295. This particular one, a snip at 141 and a half. So optional extras on this one: the paint, a trailer, ball coupling, cross member with integral step.
This hasn't got a pop top, I don't think, has it?
No pop top, because it just sleeps two, but seats four. Yeah, but it's got lithium, so you've got 250 amp hour lithiums, coffee machine, habitation air conditioning, leather, textile bags, solar panels and bits and pieces like that. So yeah, so this is the bigger version based on the 7-metre van, we think. This one, longitudinal bed, and you can helpfully see there someone was actually making it rise and fall, so you've got that ability to change your load capacity in the boot there. Look, oh, there we go, it goes back down again.
And you can just see, can't you, how you could get your bikes and stuff in here. If you raise the bed up, put it down for when you go to bed and stuff, and obviously a longitudinal bed in here. Very nice indeed. Right, where's that, Sven?
Let's go. I think we've walked about 3 miles to actually get here.
Are we finally here?
We're finally here. And look, OMG.
What are we met with first of all?
OMG, it's a JC.
It's a JC.
Never actually seen one in real life, ever.
Oh,
amazing.
Right, well, let's come back to that, because that's a beast. Look at it. That is huge. I spy with my little eye in the background, though, a blue pop-top Sven. So I think it's fair to say that there has been great anticipation about this amazing development, the fact that Westfalia now fit a pop-top. Look at that! It's absolutely massive.
It is enormous.
So let's have a look in real life rather than just in photos at what this really means for your Sven. Now, we've featured a Sven on the channel a lot because we own one, obviously. This is obviously the facelift version, so slightly different coloured cupboards and all that kind of stuff. Obviously different style of pull-out fridge, all of that kind of thing. If you want to see the difference between one of the facelifted Svens like this and the classic Sven, almost as it is now, the one that we've got, we have done a comparison on our channel, so have a look out for that. But this, because it's new, is really interesting, and it's all about this pop top, all about what's going on up here. And I'm looking, I can't see a ladder. That's going to be really, really frustrating, isn't it? But I've got long arms, so I'll be able to put it up. I think they put the ladder in the boot for these, but I'll be able to show you what's going on up here with the camera in a second. But I'm just going to have a sneaky peek myself. And I can see, first of all, we've got LED lights, we've got a beautiful light strip around in the centre, children's safety net, so if you're up here and you need to keep them safe. We've got a huge mattress, oh my word, and it's heavy too, that mattress. It's got a wooden board built into the bottom of the mattress by the feel of it, which is gonna keep it nice and stable. And the pop top's even got a skylight in it, which would be beautiful if you're lying up there in bed at night. Instead of it feeling a bit kind of closed in, you'll be able to stargaze through that roof light.
Come on then, Will.
And it's going to be cool. You want to see it, don't you?
Yeah, you can't just keep talking about it. Here
Pass
you go.
it over. Okay, so here you go. This is the pop top of the Sven. Just having a look at the sides here. We've got zip out sides on the canvas, which is good. Obviously we're looking at this while the show just hasn't opened, so I do apologise about the announcements in the background. And then if I spin round to the front, you can see here, that unzips as well at the front. So you've got a load of air that can come in. And then finally, if I try, I'll just show you at the top, you've got a skylight just at the top as well. Now this isn't an electric roof, so it has these straps which are just here, which you pull down, and then that brings the roof down on its hydraulics nice and safely. So the other big change when you've got a pop top means that you don't have a skylight in your bathroom. So where's the wind and all of the wind and the mist going to go? It's going to go out the window. So Sven now has a window, and I believe you can, if you haven't got the pop top, you can still option a skylight at the top in the bathroom. But as standard, you get a window like this, and you do get blinds and everything else for this, which is interesting because when I'm looking at the poppers for where the shower curtain goes, it still looks like the shower curtain goes to there and not there. So you're going to have to be a bit careful because that's paper. So I'm sure they must have thought this through.
Or you could be a little bit of a exhibitionist.
What, with the window open?
Yeah.
Because if you've got that wide open, you can definitely, there's like a line of sight there, which is not,
Nobody needs to see that, do they?
Less than ideal. So yeah, you might just want to leave that on the latch rather than open. But yeah, you can see what they've done in here. Really just kind of made it slightly more modern in here. These are now sprung rather than being fixed bars, because in ours they're plastic bars, whereas with these, putting bottles in there means they're not going to rattle around as much, which is good. And I'm assuming this has still got the hard bars inside, so they're exactly the same as ours. Very nice.
If you're interested in the bed sizes on this, so the Sven, the downstairs bed, so the bed that it's always had, 1.35 wide, 1.99 long at its longest point. So that's similar to a UK double. The upstairs bed, longer, 2.07, so slightly better if you're taller, but actually narrower, 1.22. So a Sven Hedin premium these days, so as it comes out of the factory as a premium model, now comes in as just shy of £95,000 on the road. That's big numbers there. And if you want that pop top, that is going to set you back a further just over £8,000. So it does stick it into that six-figure category. So we, for this van, as you see it here, 103,137 of your English pounds, which is hefty.
She's hunting. She's
I'm
hunting
for the door. I'm hunting. I should know where the blooming door is by now, shouldn't I?
So what are we looking at? We are looking at
James Cook.
Yeah.
And this one, this bad boy is a 4x4. Oh. Hence why it's a tad on the high side. So you might see me doing my Spider-Man impression up the side of it to get in. Depends whether they've put a decent step in place or not. I'm really interested to see one of these. Never ever seen one. Let's go.
Now I'm really excited to see one of these because the Sprinter base van is the other van that I think we'd really consider if we ever got to the point of wanting to change the Sven. Not that we're thinking about that, no. But...
So it does have a step, so I wouldn't have to do a Spider-Woman impression, apart from to get into the driver's side.
How are you getting in there?
How am I getting in there?
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
Can't have one of these.
No, that's it. We'll go then, shall we? Right, come on then, let's have a look. So, one step up and then you're actually, okay, and you're straight into the raised floor as well here too. Very, very similar to the Sven in terms of this layout. You've got your double-sided fridge freezer here, I think. Oh no.
Pull out?
No, it's pull out one.
Same as the Sven.
Exactly the same as the Sven. Different colour kind of scheme though, isn't it, with this dark and white. Nice. So we still have double burner gas hob, Dometic drop in here. You can tell this van's a different shape to the MAN All Crafter, can't you? From how they've done these mouldings on here. So you've still got your crossways bed up here. No pop out, so you've got these kind of bumps on the side. Little storage space for phone or anything there like that. You've got a couple of USB chargers down here. They've gone for A and C. Made it a little bit more modern. That's nice. Got these recessed lights in here. Again, a little bit more modern than ours.
Oh, and the cupboards are
The
kind of
cupboards
recessed,
are
aren't they?
different. Look at those. Let me stand on the little step, which is a fold-out thing. Here.
Oh yes. Fold out step.
Oh, well, you're not getting a lot in there, are you?
Oh, crikey.
That's a pants and socks
It is.
combo.
Other side.
Other side. Oh,
It's a bit more
more
sizable.
bin size.
Yeah.
But there's definitely less storage space in here than ours because there's nothing across the back, look.
There isn't. There isn't.
That's quite limiting then.
Down in the kitchen area here, just watch your head. Got a
just
nice
stay here.
big kind of double cupboard, soft close as well. Really nice kind of rounded corners on this.
I suppose we don't have a cupboard over
Dometic
the
panel.
kitchen.
Although you do have this kind of tall cupboard arrangement here, but they're very narrow, those cupboards. But the bathroom though,
And this space here,
and you've lost weight.
I've lost quite a substantial amount of weight and I can't stand properly in this gap actually with my arms by my side. So that's definitely a little skinnier than our Sven. But the newer Sven is a little narrower in this
But look
cupboard
at
anyway.
that door.
Look at that.
It's like a honeycomb, semi-clear door, that is.
Oh, okay, and that's why they've shaped the bed like that, so that you can open the door quite fully
Nice.
there.
Very nice.
This is big.
Is it?
Yeah, this is how you've lost some space in your corridor, basically.
They've given you a big bathroom, have
They've
they?
given you, I mean, look at that. You have a party in here
With a window open.
with the window. Although you've got a little privacy by putting the sink up, look.
Ah, so do you lift that up and... Ah, okay.
So that would actually keep your window a little drier, wouldn't it, if you're using the blinds in here too.
But, as we've talked about before, if you like to fill a basin to wash your face,
Yeah, these aren't great.
it's not great.
Not a great style. But nice black tap. Do want to
Yeah.
change ours over to black at some
Yeah,
point.
it's all very, very
Yeah,
slick.
black down here, look as well.
Cupboard behind you at the top.
Oh yes, this one here. Push opens.
Bit of storage.
And it goes round the corner there as well.
Okay,
so
yeah.
that's quite sizable.
And the
There's a bit of
Thetford,
the open racking like we've got in ours with these.
cassette is actually one of the kind of full width ones.
It is.
So
Kind of
you're
fully
right though,
built in.
it's a big bathroom, that, isn't it?
You've lost a lot of internal space in your van, but you've got an amazing space for having a shower.
So we've got the small kind of dinette seat at the front here in the James Cook, and I'm assuming it's got the same mechanism as the Sven, which means that you can lift this handle
Oh yes.
and move it around. So you can.
Look at him. all
We need to come back
comfortable.
here about 6 o'clock tonight when the show's about to close, because I'm going to need to lie down on this, I think. But down here, lots of storage in here. Got a 240 socket, a 12 volt socket, USBs and all of that stuff. Another big storage bin here. And I'm assuming under here, yes, more storage. Again, like the Sven underneath here. And then you've got all of your central heating system and stuff, because these have a wet heating system designed by Westfalia, diesel powered, of course, and runs off radiators with a bit of blown air in certain places. But yeah, very, very nice indeed. So I'm sorry, we have to talk about price, don't we? And this is Westfalia's flagship van, so it's going to be a bit pricey. So this van, two-wheel drive version, no pop top, no options or anything like that, starts from 95,000. So comparable to the Sven Hedin, although that is the Sven Hedin Premium, which has got a load of options on it. If you want the four-wheel drive version, that bumps the price up to 114,700, and that's basically because Mercedes spend an awful lot of money. They cost a fortune, the four-wheel drive Mercedes platform. This demo that they've got here, including the pop top and everything and all the different options and the way that it's laid out, 138,997. Deep breath. But if you remember what we showed you just before with the Adria and their Super Twin?
Super Twin.
6 metre van, no pop top on that one, and that was 141,000, I think it was. Yeah, so we've that glass ceiling of 100 grand, smash that straight through, you're into the kind of mid 100,000 mark. It's a lot of money. If you want a four-wheel drive Mercedes, you got to be ready with the fold-in. Nice to see that they're showing off the new Kelsey, which they've got, based on the new Ford Transit, of course. Got a couple of different ones here, different colour schemes and things, looking very nice. I do think the new Ford Transit does look better than the new Transporter. Obviously they share the same chassis, but you let me know in the comments below, do you think the Transit looks better than the Transporter these days? Maybe we'll be wowed by one. So I'm really interested to have a look at the Renogy stand when we're here at the show, because there's loads of new good stuff that they've been doing, and you know that we've been testing those solar panels, really impressed with those. It's kind of opened my eyes to Renogy as a brand. I've never really looked at them too much before, but now actually looking here at the show, there's some really interesting stuff that they're doing which I never even knew existed. So we're going to talk about batteries to start with, then I'll talk about their Rego system, which is like a whole network of stuff that you can put together if you're doing a home build van or you're doing a conversion, those kind of things, and I'll explain why that's a bit different and why in some cases actually better than a lot of the Victron kit that you can get, because there's some stuff that it does which you just don't see anywhere else. And then a fixed solar panel which has got a feature which I've been blown away by. So batteries. Now the reason I'm really interested to look at these is because these are solid state. Now Renogy is the world's first company to have smart and portable solid state batteries specifically designed for mobile use. So they've been certified in the US that they are the first to do this. And when you look at these, I mean, this is a solid state battery which is really thin. So if you're trying to fit it behind a wall in your camper, anything like that, that is really nice and small. And that's 104 amp hours. So it's not...
it's about 2 inches there. I think it was 60 mil. 60
mil, something like that. And 104 amp hours in one of those. Obviously you could have multiple of these. And then obviously you get into more traditional square shapes and rectangular shapes, so 120 amp hour, 240 amp hour. And the reason solid state is so important is because of little details which sit on the top here. Charging temperature, -20, discharge temperature, -20. That is so important in a camper van, because if you've done any reading about lithium batteries, those kind of things, you'll know that traditional lithium batteries, so the kind of lithium iron phosphate, that kind of thing, unless they have heating elements inside to allow them to charge at below 0 and ultimately below about 5 degrees C, they won't charge properly. So this new solid state technology means that you can charge batteries from -20. So really perfect for this kind of mobile market if you're building a camper van, anything like that. And it feels like it's the next generation of lithium which is coming on. So yeah, really, really great that Renogy have got them here at the show that you can see. Obviously, brilliant innovation, and I'm sure they're going to be everywhere really soon. You can order these from the 20th of October worldwide from Renogy. So they're not actually out at the time that we're releasing this video, but they're coming very, very soon. So do check out the website if you want solid state batteries. Just what we're talking about batteries, and before we go on to the Rego system, they've just brought out these couple of batteries here which are designed to fit under seat bases. So obviously you're going to have to check dimensions for your particular van, but they've got a 200 amp hour, which if you look at that, that is a 200 amp hour. It's not in there, otherwise I wouldn't just be spinning. I'm not suddenly turned into He-Man. But that size there, 200 amp hours in that, and then this one, look at that, and that would give you 500 amp hours. 500 amp hours in that battery. Now they have designed these with a couple of handles on top, so if you're moving them around, trying to put them in, that kind of stuff, all there on the top and ready to go. So do check those out if you're doing a home build again, because you might want them to link in with the Rego system which they've got. Let's have a quick look at that.
But just before he does, this is the show offer. So take a look at that QR code. So if you're fancying ordering one of those solid state lithium batteries, that's the show deal that is there on that QR code. And if you're here at the show, you'll get a nice little tote bag and some stickers and baseball cap and things. So let's have a look at this system that he's getting excited about.
Come and take a look. So as you would imagine, Renogy have a system where you can plug everything together and you then have your control panel. So if you're building a camper van, Yes, you want to have a leisure battery, you're going to have some lights, you're going to have a water pump, you're going to have a load of different things in there which you're going to need to connect together. So how full is your water tank, how full is your waste tank, all of that kind of stuff. And you can piece those things together individually, but actually when you start to want to be in the van and understand what's going on, how much charge you've got, how much solar power that you've got coming from your solar panels, whether your engine's charging the batteries, all of that sort of stuff, you're going to need a control panel of some kind. So if you start by thinking about that, Renogy have got this system here, so you can choose a different style of control panel that you might want. It's called the Rego system. That's the name of the system which hangs it all together. And you'll see from this board here, you've got an inverter. This is a 3000 watt inverter, so that gives you 240 volt in the van. It also charges your batteries if you need to. You've got a distribution box, which is basically the central brain of the whole system. And I'll come back to why that is really clever in a second. You've got a battery shunt, so that monitors how much battery power you've got. So it measures the power going in and out of your battery, so it's really accurate. You've got a battery to battery charger, so that's the one that charges your batteries when you drive along. And then you've got a solar charger down here, which is the one that converts the power from your solar panel into your batteries. And this box here is just one that means that you can connect all of those wires together in a sensible fashion. Nice and neat and tidy. Now the reason this is really clever is because of this. So this is a little control panel that you can mount in your van, and then you can turn off individual components on here. So you've got auxiliary lights, entry lights, strip lights, outdoor lights. And if you notice on here, it's all connected together. So if I turn outdoor lights on and off, you can see it's turning it off on there. So if you want to, in your camper, if you're doing a home build, you're able to have a control panel like that, and then somewhere else in the van wire up one of these. So you've got all of your light switches and all of your bits bobs configured somewhere. So you might want one close to your bed, for example, to switch the lights off when you go to bed at night, so you can click it off. But you might want this between the front seats or somewhere at the front of the van, because it gives you all of your power for your battery, it gives you all of your settings and everything else. So it's like having a smart home in your van. It's really, really clever, and obviously all of that lot links together again with those batteries that we were talking about earlier. Now before we leave the stand, let's talk about that solar, which Sarah's going to do.
So if you watched our video when we were getting our Max van fitted, you'll know that we had to rip a solar panel off and replace it with a number of other ones because we were so worried about a little bit of shading on our solar panels. Now these guys seem to have fixed that problem. So this particular panel, it's got different wiring inside of it, and I'm not going to go into the detail there because I think I'd bore the socks off most people. But this here, look, it maintains 65% of its output under 25%
that is
of
really
shading.
Clever.
So, and they've helpfully put on here leaves, bird droppings, fallen leaves, bit of shadow. So you don't have to panic that your entire solar panel is basically a write-off because you've found the single pitch remaining on that lovely campsite and it's under a great big tree. So panic over, you will still get some power into your batteries.
And they've even written it on the side, look, so everyone will know that you've got a really flash panel. I love it. Why haven't we got one of these?
Shadow flux. So we are here back at CamperKing, and if you've been watching this channel for a while, you'll know we're big fans of these guys. Lovely conversions. And we were tipped off on the Renogy stand that they have gone completely gasless. You heard that right. So I'm really excited about having a look at these. So that is induction hob, that is, I think they've even got a microwave in here that runs off the battery too. I think it's still diesel heating, which fair enough, but it must have a super big battery to be running that and some funky power going on, similar to what Will showed you earlier on those panels. So let's go take a look and see what they've done inside this van.
So Spencer, hi, really good to meet you. Thank you for inviting us into your amazing T7. And I tell you what, this is like nothing else here, I have to say.
Great.
And you've agreed on the channel to just give us a quick tour of the brief of what you did, what you were thinking of when you decided you were going to do a T7. Tell us all about it.
Well, I think it was really important when you're given a new chassis, not to just put yesterday's conversion and yesterday's technology into the new body shell.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because the idea of a new campervan or motorhome is not just a new set of car keys or keys. The idea is that the contents within are brought up to a new level. So you get the new van or the new chassis, but you also get new innovation, new concepts. So if you were going to take a Volkswagen campervan, this sector, and improve it, what would you have as a tick list?
Yeah.
So development on this product we're sat in today started 7 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it feels like it too. Because there are the things on the tick list really wrote the brief. So I wanted a rail floor system, but standard, because I thought, in reality, they should have a cargo dynamic storage bay where people can put bikes and all the other things. But that should really be a standard item now, not an upgrade. It's a bit of a given. Campervans are at a high price point, and they need to meet those sorts of minimum prerequisites. They should have 3 seats in the back for 3 passengers and standard Isofix, because they are utilised by families largely. Again, not optional, standard. It should be the case. And as we've got in this one, there's an additional rail which allows us to fit secondary jump seats. So you can have an additional jump seat. So if you ended up needing to take 7 or 8 passengers, you can actually have occasional chairs which are put in, all tested. So you can turn your campervan into a minibus for parties and sports trips with the kids' sports teams and so on. So that was one. Then there is the concept of new power systems, where I think these vehicles are very popular with lots of people because they're quick and dynamic and easy to drive, and you can park at the beach. But they still have the same sort of Achilles heel as big motorhomes and caravans, and they're still dependent on some form of power and grid support or gas system and so on. And the idea was to liberate it and over-spec the power system so that if you go to the beach or go up the mountain or deepest, darkest woodland, you could essentially decide to stay there. So you say, well, we're having a great time. Let's stay home a couple of nights. Or, you get home from work on a Friday night and go, do you know, I've had enough this week. It's been a hell of a week. Let's go. But let's do that NC 500 trip we've been promising ourselves. Because we can. We don't need to book anywhere. We can freewheel, but really do it. Not sort of do it. Not hope the weather's good enough. So that all hinges around the van having a large enough core.
So that sounds like big battery and everything else that goes with it then.
Huge. So we've done a lot of testing. You also need inverter support for 240 volts. So if you're doing it, you have to do it. You can't sort of do a halfway house on power. All in. So where we ended up to meet the brief was a standard starting amp hour of 300 with a 120 watt new solar shadow flux solar panel.
All lithium, presumably.
Yes, lithium on the battery. So that's Renogy's core range as our standard startup. We then do a pro level 500 amp hour medium sort of stepping stone upgrade from that.
500 being medium.
Medium.
Wow.
Halfway house. And then we do a
What's the full fat then?
Well, the full fat, which I'm still getting funny looks from the engineers over, is 1,000 amp hour of the pro system with 2 120 watt solar panels. So this van with the lights and the fridge on, with no solar, no engine running, no cable, was giving me just under 24 days of usage with those appliances on. And
so this is the 1,000 in here.
This is the 1,000 in here. So, and the Renogy engineers that came over from the Far East said, you do realise you could run a 4-bedroom domestic property. And I said, well, that was the brief. The fact is that I, in an old-fashioned way, wanted customers to be able to operate the system with sort of 2 buttons. Green, I want it to work. I'm done now, red button off. And then come back to go camping again, and it's optimised and charged without really the limitation of how long you went for or what you did. And that, I still don't feel that that's really hit the marketplace. I think to have that much resource takes all the work out.
I don't think I've sat in a pop-top camper like this which has ever had that much
I think
power
it's twice as much as you'll ever see.
That is massive.
And that's great.
You've gone all in with no gas or anything like that in any of these.
With that much power, it renders gas. Gas becomes an obstacle, not a benefit.
So you've got an induction
hobs, main 240 volt marine and automotive grade microwave. You can pop your air fryer in. I've run heat guns, air fryers, microwaves and induction hobs all at the same time in this vehicle. It's days and days and days. because the simplest part of the brief is I don't want you to have to think about it.
Yeah.
It's just turn it on, use it.
It's really...
And the
really
last thing we've done is we've developed a hot water system based on the diesel heater.
Okay.
So we've turned the diesel heater into a combi boiler.
Oh, wow.
And because it's fed from the fuel tank and only needs a small amount of 12-volt power, you've now got off-grid hot water
as well.
on demand. So
Amazing.
you can stay at the beach for 4 or 5 days and have hot showers. So the combination of that, going back to the sort of Renogy partnership around power, is that really anchors all the other resources off of it.
Yeah.
When you've got that much capacity, everything else
It opens
is open
all the
to,
doors
yeah.
to everything. It's
Wi-Fi,
incredible.
Starlink, all of it's great. And if you've got insurmountable power, it all works.
Amazing. Well, what an incredible van. It really is. Just the fit and finish in here, you know, the quality of it, you can feel it when you're inside the van.
That's
It's
great.
absolutely beautiful. Right, just to finish this off then, for all of you interested people out there in terms of knowing exactly what's behind all these panels in here from Renogy, it's probably the same as I showed you on the stand earlier on, but Nathan here, chief designer of everything that's gone into this. So it's Nathan's fault that this van has got what it's got. I think absolute inspiration and credit to you in terms of what you've achieved here. Just tell us in a nutshell what you've managed to pack into this van.
So we've got 1,000 amp hours of battery in this. We've got a 3 kilowatt inverter charger, a 50 amp DC charger with MPPT, so it's a built-in system. The solar panels on the roof, and then 2 solar panels on the roof, 2 120s on the roof.
And they're the shadow special
They're the shadow
things, aren't
flux
they?
ones, yeah. So they'll basically stay charging even when they're slightly shadowed.
Brilliant.
So they'll keep on going.
Sounds good.
And then in the middle of all of that, you've got the distribution system with the touchscreen that turns all the individual circuits on and off.
Okay.
With that, so and then it comes with feedback and error messaging, and it tells you how to solve a problem. If you've got a fuse gone, it'll tell you which fuse has gone and all that kind of thing as well. So
very nice. And it's all packed in behind where you're sitting there, isn't it? So
Yeah,
you've got batteries kind of down the bottom. I know we can't see them, but batteries down the bottom. You built a special plate, I think, didn't you, to mount everything inside?
Everything is pretty much in here with the batteries at the bottom and the 3 kilowatt inverter chargers down the back.
Brilliant.
And we've got a load of other stuff. It's
fantastic.
It's a thing of beauty if you're into that kind of thing.
And I think going back to Spencer's philosophy, if you're not interested in that kind of thing and you just want the van to work, all you've got is a control
Just
panel.
that, yeah.
Just that. You don't have to worry about where all the other stuff is.
Yeah.
If you are interested, wind back this video and have a look at the stuff I was showing you on the stand, because it's all that stuff which is behind that cupboard.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Spencer, for walking us through.
My
and
pleasure.
again, top job on this van.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
So I think we should go and have a look at Hillside. We
okay.
do like Hillside. They do a good range of both pop-top vans and obviously their MAN TGEs. Let's go and have a look and see what they've got here at the show, because I think they've got their new T7 transporter.
Oh, interesting.
And here we are then. This is the new Hillside T7 Birchover. So if you're not familiar with the Birchover, it's a pretty classic transporter style layout. So you've got a bench seat that converts into a bed at the back, side kitchen layout, and obviously you've got your fridge and everything built in as well. I'll just show you do get a little bit of storage in the back as well behind the bench seat, as you would imagine. Gas bottle on the right hand side there, obviously built on the new transporter. So what do you think? Are you a fan of the new transporter look? Does it float your boat? Obviously got a huge different selection of colours here. Sometimes vans can be quite colour sensitive, so you'll have to see what you think. You're right in there.
Certainly lovely leather that you get in these vans. Really beautiful. But these rock and roll beds, they don't half make me feel like a toddler. I've got no hope of reaching the floor. I mean, how am I going to eat my dinner like that?
Oh dear. Now you've just found something out which I didn't know.
Yeah, get me. So these vans, the Birchover Classic, have underbody water tanks with pumped hot and cold water as well. Hot water.
Hot
Yes,
water.
you heard me correctly.
That is really important.
Hot water in a pop-top camper van.
Yes.
Decadent.
That is a win. That is an absolute win. Because when we talk about the benefits of our van, the Sven, to us anyway, the benefits to us, having hot water is one of those benefits. just being able to wash up with hot water rather than having to boil a kettle to have a bit of hot water and all that kind of stuff is really nice.
And for me, washing my face at night is just part of that ritual. I love washing my face at night. So in even more discoveries about these, they now have a 5-year warranty. They come with lithium battery, so you get these nice little Victron energy panel that's up here. These kitchen blocks are now manufactured in one piece, so you don't have a separate worktop to the kitchen block. They've improved on the carpentry, and I was just fiddling around with the little catch that's over here and thinking, what is this? And it's just a metal catch, and when you open it here, it's this door that opens, so you've got a load of storage on the back of this cupboard, and then your kitchen, not your kitchen, your fridge with a little freezer hidden away, and a little grill in there. I mean, how nice is that? Just keeping it all hidden away, looking quite pretty. It's beautiful. So if you're fancying a Birchover Classic, they start at 72,500. That's the 150 horsepower 8-speed auto of the Transporter. It's a short wheelbase van with the roof. Do get the pop top on these, you don't have to pay more for them. You pay for a power latching sliding door, and then you can stick some stupidly huge wheels on it, which, you know, each their own, but these are 20-inch wheels if you fancy that.
Oh yeah.
They come in at £1,200, and the lovely leather, which I think you would probably have to do, that's 2,600. So it does push it up rather, but you're at 76.5, which actually comparable transporters. So if you're looking at well, not that the new California is on a transporter, it's on a multivan, but you know, if you're trying to compare the two, I think this one's quite a bargain, to be fair. Have they got a Sven on the stand here? I doubt it, but it looks surprisingly like ours.
It looks very familiar, that colour. It really does.
But the giveaway is the door's on the wrong side and we're not on the Westfalia stand.
It's also 99,600, which a Sven isn't.
Correct.
Although it is if you have a pop top like this one.
Yeah.
So this is a Hillside, just double check exactly which model this is, sorry. This is a 600 RS.
It's the Hopton. You missed out the most important
It is
bit.
a Hopton. They're all Hoptons. The big ones are all Hoptons.
Yeah.
But they have started to do lots of different models in the Hopton now. So whether you have a rear lounge, a rear bed, you can have a pop top on them now. They've really started to kind of up the range to suit all of the different needs. So yeah, let's go around the back probably and have a look and see which configuration this one's got.
So if you remember, this one's the RS, so rear shower is
not
what
rally
that
sport.
one means. Not rally sport, no, but you probably could give it a go rallying it. I wouldn't personally, but here's your rear kitchen.
Very
Back
nice.
Here, rear shower, so lounge kind of layout at the front, 3 travelling seats with the option of 4, and I think you can make one of those chairs up into a sort of separate bed and things like that. We'll see if we can get in and actually have a look. And MAN are now their preferred partner, so get one of these on an MAN TGE.
I think this is a really nice layout actually, because if you imagine if you manage to reverse your van up to a lake or a nice view or something, throw the back doors open, cooking your breakfast with a view, having a shower with a view. Maybe not.
Into a bit of a voyeur, isn't it?
Now I do always get suckered in when I see a 4-wheel drive badge on an MAN TGE, and this is an Exploria. And let's just have a quick look at the layout in here. So you've got your traditional transverse bed at the back, some very nice detailing and engraving on all of the worktops and everything. Double-sided Dometic fridge as normal. So you've got shower room at the back there. Lots of textile in there, quite like the look of. Really like the kind of integrated Victron Energy panel and things. And they've even gone to town with the front seats and stuff. Look, so it's got front sport seats. This one's got a snorkel on the side as well. It's very, very nice, this. Definitely a bit more of the custom conversion end of things. And Sarah's gesticulating at me that there's something to see over this side as well.
This one's really different to your traditional camper van. So you've got your bed up here behind this bench seat, but you've got a pop top as well. And then around the back, it's for you motocross fans out there.
Oh.
So there you go. That's your compromise on this one.
Oh yeah.
No kitchen, but you can stick a good couple of motorbikes in there and a fridge freezer by the looks of it too.
Wow, I'm liking that. That's very clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very clever. While we're at the back of these, should we just have a quick look at the back of this other model here? So this is the MultiSport 60, they call it. So you've got a bed which looks like, with those belts on the bed, that's going to raise up and down. I'm absolutely sure it'll do that. Mountain bike with mounting point for the front forks. There it
There you go,
goes.
demonstrated
there it goes.
for you.
All of this custom made at the back. It's custom engraving in here as well. Nice nets and things on the back here.
Okay, so we were talking about that ceiling, the glass ceiling of £100,000, six figures.
Really?
It's massively smashed on this
Go
one.
on.
This van, as seen on display, £165,000. So we're not even just slightly over that six-figure amount. We're kind of like getting closer to the £200,000 mark.
I mean, this is getting to telephone number territory, isn't it?
Wow.
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 So one reason it might well be £165,000, and Will's just spotted this as we walked on by. Yeah, I think that might be the next thing he's saving up for our van.
4-corner VB suspension, and you can tell as well, because this is a 4-wheel drive one, and look at it, look, they've lowered it down.
Slammed.
It's absolutely slammed. I love it. I love it. I've got to have air suspension. It's next. It's next. If we can persuade you not to have the James Cook, maybe air suspension's next. What I want to know is, when dog crates are shown at shows like this, why do they always pick a dog which looks really sad to go in it?
Oh, it does.
I mean, look, it looks really sad in there.
Aw.
Give it a pat.
Oh,
Oh, it's all right,
doggy.
chap. It's okay.
It's all right.
You won't be in there forever. Just until Sunday.
That's a long time.
Now, one of the great things about these big shows at the NEC is that there is so many awnings on display to see from loads of different manufacturers. And this one has just caught my eye on the Outwell stand, because these are starting to become much more popular in terms of design. So this is where you've already forked out on your van for a massive rollout awning. Great. But it isn't a room, is it? It's basically just a canopy. And what they're starting to do now is this. So you basically can have a awning which has kind of got no roof. So you use your canopy. So you roll your canopy out, and then as you can see here, this side panel here attaches to the rail underneath your canopy, which holds the canopy in place. So that'll zip on, so it zips around. They've got a door and everything else in it. You peg that down. But I like this because it velcros to the side panel. So I don't know whether you buy this as individual panels and then you make up the set that you want, or whether it comes as a full set. But this is the first time I've seen a set which does this, which actually velcros at the side to create a proper room. And you can see that the way that it's designed at the bottom, if it rains, it's going to take it straight away. It's not going to pool inside your van or anything like that. And this is normal Outwell material for this. Looking very nice indeed.
So I have spied here. So these are the details of it. So this is a backroads awning room, this one we're actually looking at here.
Okay.
And yes, it comes as a pack of 3, so the front panel and 2 side panels. But it does also tell you down here that each element can also be used individually. So not purchased individually, you're buying it as a whole solution, as a pack. They do actually say right down here at the bottom too, it fits into the rear storage bag for the VW California 2. And it looks like to me on that picture that the chairs are still in place as well. So
On a T6.
on a T6 or 6.1, yeah, not the new multivan California. Looks like they also do to this side as well, the more traditional kind of room setup with the vertical panels.
That's
too.
bigger van.
Oh yes, it is bigger van, isn't it?
We could have one of them.
Well, we could.
So if you look at this, I think that's what they're trying to say with this. So this
Yeah.
goes up to from 2.4 to 2.6 metres high where your
Yeah.
rail is on the van. This one, 195.
Ah.
So the panels are just a bit bigger on that
Yeah.
one, I think.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah, so the one for our kind of size of van then, 525 looks like the show price. And the one for the transporter style of van, 429 here at the show. Nifty idea actually, nice little bit of innovation here then from Outwell. We found Big Kev.
Big Kev? Who's Big Kev?
Big Kev the Cactus.
Big Kev the Cactus, of course
In
it
a
is.
very apt green.
Of course it is. Wow, look at that. Every time they come to the show, we say wow, don't we, at whatever they've been
We
doing.
do.
These really are something special, aren't they? I can see there's a few people inside this one already, so let's have a wander around the back and see what kind of layout we're talking on this one. Okay, rear bed layout. Obviously we've got e-bikes on a pull-out tray.
Ooh, I like that
Looks very
pull-out
nice.
tray.
Yes, very nice indeed.
It's nice. Lovely carpentry they do on these.
It's the way that they do their own wheel carriers, their own wheels,
Yeah.
they do all sorts. It's just really bespoke. I absolutely love these. Really do. And we're going to have to see if we can manage a sneak peek inside, aren't we? Because honestly, the Kaktus vans, this is their Dune model. They really are something special.
Oh dear,
Are we entering the danger zone?
danger zone is here. We have stumbled into
Yeti corner?
Yeti corner.
Oh, for goodness sake. You can't. There isn't anything left to buy. You've weakened, haven't you?
And
Oh
I do
my.
like this pink. It's got like this sort of sandy kind of textured feel to it.
You're a
It's
nightmare.
nice.
So as you would imagine, Rolling Homes have got a big stand here, and guess what? The Transporter T7 is everywhere. And it's the first time I think I've seen a two-tone new Transporter. So shall we just wander down and have a quick look at that? So I don't think you can buy a two-tone from the factory, so this must be a wrap that they put on this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This colour combo was really popular back in kind of 2016, 2017. Volkswagen Californias, those kind of things used to come in this colour. It was used to be about $3,000, but I'll tell you what, let us know what you think, because this is really quite striking. This one here, 73,000, 71,000 at the show, but 5 years warranty, servicing and warranty on the conversion, so 5 years you don't have to worry about anything. And I can't help but think that's because Volkswagen started doing it on the California. So loads of manufacturers here seem to be doing 5 years warranty now, which is a great thing, just gives you peace of mind. These are a lot of money, you don't want to be spending that and then worrying about something breaking down or not working. So great that so many people are doing 5-year warranties now.
So what I have spotted on here is this one's got a 100 amp hour lithium battery on this one. Don't think it's got hot and cold running water though. So if you're doing a very quick comparison here with the Hillside,
Which are over here.
Birchover, which
This
is
one
the one
here.
that we talked about earlier, literally just opposite. So that's probably one of your key differences there.
So we're here on the Wildax stand, and this is the new Equinox launched at the show. And I tell you what, this is starting to really eat into that market that Swift carved out with the Trekker, because this is a really funky design inside. Really liking this, and unlike the Trekker, you can get this in 4-wheel drive, which we'll have a look at in a second. We're in the 2-wheel drive one right now. If you want to come in, Sarah, and have a quick look, we've got custom carpets in here everywhere. Really nice fit and finish in here. Everyone's having the black taps. I'm very jealous. Look at this. It's just, oh, yes. Really nice cast iron sink, just the same. Lovely build quality everywhere. This one's got a pop top as well. Bathroom in here. Looking very nice, but I am a little bit concerned about ventilation because there's no roof light because you've got a pop top on this one. There's no window, which is good from a privacy point of view, but actually, what about ventilation? Obviously, you've got your door here. Actually, very, very nice layout. Transverse bed on the back, and obviously a Ford Transit platform. Fridge up the top here, big freezer box. They've managed to squeeze a microwave and an oven in here. So really going to town with all of the appliances. I'll tell you what, it's really, really nice quality, as you would expect from Wildax. And the unique thing is, you can get it in 4-wheel drive. So bed at the back here, you've obviously got your overhead cupboards, really nice and large for all your storage, a couple of windows and everything, very nice. And then in the back here, obviously you've got fitted cupboards underneath the bed as well.
So this particular one that's the 2-wheel drive, so front wheel drive, 4 berth, 4 seat belts. It comes as standard as the 130 horsepower Ford Transit manual. with air conditioning, cruise control and things. So, but this particular one here, they've upgraded. So you have an external LPG outlet, the 165 horsepower upgrade, that's £1,000, and the automatic gearbox, another £1,000. So this particular one on display today is 78.5.
So if you're buying one of these, the reason you might be doing that is this little badge here. So that's the all-wheel drive badge, 4-wheel drive. Yes, you can get one of these in 4-wheel drive. And if you're wondering how much, if you spin round, this demo van here is 545, and that's basically the same spec as the other one, isn't it? So 165 horsepower upgrade. This has got a Raptor style grille to make it look a bit more chunky and off-road, and obviously it's got off-road wheels and tyres and all that kind of stuff on. So you do have to pay the money if you want 4-wheel drive. It doesn't come cheap, but if you want a Ford Transit all-wheel drive with funky styling and a great quality conversion from Wildax, it's under 100 grand. So Highbridge is the stand that has all of the Wildax vehicles on, and it would be remiss of us not to mention the challenge which they're doing, which is for the Children's Hospice Southwest, and they are driving this exact van from John O'Groats to Land's End, or is it the other way around? Can't remember. John O'Groats to Land's End?
No, it's Land's End, John O'Groats.
John O'Groats, that's the way. So they're going
England
up
to Scotland.
Why would yeah, you're going up because you get a tailwind, that's why. And they're doing it on the 4th of November. And we don't know why they're doing it then, because it's basically going to be dark for the entire trip, getting darker as you go to the north as well.
Maybe they like using headlights.
Well, yes, they're probably, yeah, it's definitely got headlights. And they're trying to do it in 24 hours. Now, that's quite a tall order. It took us 2.5 hours to do 60 miles coming to the show this morning, so I've no idea how they're going to manage to go from Land's End to John O'Groats in 24 hours. Good luck to them. Hope you manage it. Raise a load of money for charity. Click on the QR code that's on the screen now and you'll be able to sponsor them. And the two that are doing it have got a forfeit if they don't manage it. They have to jump into Loch Ness. Loch Ness?
In
Loch Ness.
November.
In November. That's going to be cold. One of them can't swim. Please give. Now, I don't know whether it's just a man thing or what, but I just cannot walk past a 4-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter like this without just wanting to have a look at it. This is Project Yonder. Look at this. It's just phenomenal. Look at the size of these. I mean, it just is outstanding. Light bar at the top built into the rack. Honestly, this is so special. I absolutely adore these vans. And I love our Sven Hedin, don't get me wrong. It's perfect for all of our needs. Who doesn't want a van which is this big? And look, they've even fitted a step so Sarah could get in.
Hey, they have thought about me.
They've thought about you.
Yeah, you do have to wonder why. Why did he marry such a short woman if he likes such big vans, hey?
Let's go and have a look inside. So this is their Nomad 4X model, and this is £238,000.
No.
As
You are
displayed here,
kidding me.
£238,000. I don't think the channel's big enough for them to allow us to cross the threshold into that van for that kind of money, honestly. I mean, it's beautiful. Look at it inside. It really is stunning. And it looks like there's a couple in there who are talking through an options list, so I'm not going to go and disturb them, because if I was about to spend £250,000 on a Mercedes Sprinter, I wouldn't want a YouTuber coming and knocking on my door saying, excuse me, I need to come and video your van. So let's let them get on with their purchase and let's get on with the show.
So here we are at the Onyx stand. Not seen these vans before. This is the Summit 2.0. Quite excited about having a look in this. Another one based on the TGE 3180, so same as our van, but with the all-important 4x4.
Oh.
You can go proper off-road in this beauty. Let's see what she's got inside. So we're here inside this beautiful Onyx van, which is quite innovative in its layout, something quite different to what we've ever seen before. So you've got this quite sociable space here with this kind of lounge area in this, well, it does actually create into an L shape. If I just come out of the way, you'll be able to see, and we'll be able to lift up the cushion.
So you take this table off its mount, and then here, underneath here, there is a fold-out metal plate which folds over. Those slide down, and then you've got a nice U-shaped lounge at the back.
And you can just see here there's a bit of a stack of mattresses at the back here, and that is because at the point when you actually want to go to bed, you've got a couple of options. You can either leave this as a bed if you've got two friends, say, travelling together and they don't want to share a bed, or you can pull this metal piece forward here and pull the mattress over, and you're left then with an enormous bed. So this slides forward, so it's this bit here.
All the way
forward,
out, and then you slide that other mattress down, don't you?
That's it, yeah, and then you just, I won't pull it out quite all of the way, and you just pull the mattress into it, and then you end up with this enormous bed that's probably about the size of a king size in the UK anyway. This is again a gasless van, so they've gone entirely electric on this, and you've got a aqua hot heating system, so it's a water-based heating system, so it's radiators with that heat exchanger, so you get a bit of a fan heat coming off it. You can see here you've got two induction hobs installed on this, and it's hot water on demand too, so there's no hot water boiler in this. You're not losing space for a tank. It's basically until you've run out of onboard water. And then up here, the final bit of this, quite innovative, is something I've never ever seen before. Hidden under here is your shower. Yes, you heard me correct, it is your shower. So you basically move some of these cushions out of the way. I won't get it out entirely. You want me to get it out entirely?
Chicken.
I think the table can stay there, can't it?
Yeah.
So we fold this up here, and that clips into place there. You can see there's a toilet in here. So if you want some privacy, you can, and you'll see me pull up the shower curtain. There's your toilet, or you take it out if you're going to have a shower. This is fitted with a full stainless steel shower tray in here, so it's almost like a bath at the bottom with a drain then that goes down into your wastewater tank. But what you essentially do to have a shower is you pull this shower screen up, and then, so it's like a kind of tent, and you fix it into these bolts over here, and you're going to watch me now do this, aren't you? Which way do they go round? I had to
push the middle bit.
Push that up.
Yeah, you grab on the outside.
There we go. Yeah.
You can do it one-handed.
I've just got very tiny hands.
That's it. That's it.
Go.
You get the idea.
Get the idea. So you string it up basically. So there's another one round there.
Yeah. So
one goes into your max
fan
fan up here, and another one there. And there you go. There's your shower head. Fits into the top bit there, and in your hop there you've got into your shower. So
I think in terms of layout, if you're the kind of people who like socialising with other people, you want some friends in your van, that kind of thing, and you don't want to take up a load of space by having a fixed shower and toilet cubicle, because they do take up a lot of space inside a 6-metre van, put it in a box. Put it out the way. That's the way to get it out the way.
Get it out the way.
Tidy it away, and then you've got all the space back.
You can also just pull this extra mattress piece down and pop it down the back there, and once you've created that sort of longer chair, you've got a nice sort of chaise longue.
Very
nice relax in your van. So this, you can have an option of underfloor heating as well. It doesn't come as standard with it, but it's a lovely feeling van. They've done a really nice job here.
Beautiful.
And I tell you what I am really liking is these catches. They're really positive, like that. They catch themselves, and you literally just pull. That's
very
it.
nice.
Yeah, very different. Not seen those before. The spec on this one, get a good amount of battery on it, 400 amp hours, and then you can add another one in, I think, as well if you want. All in, basically pretty much what you're seeing behind me here is 125,000. So again, we have smashed that 6-figure ceiling, and you can see here a nice gentleman making a far more competent job of putting up the shower than I actually managed in there. But I'm sure with a little bit of practice, I'd have that absolutely nailed.
Now, we did mention this one in our preview video. This is a Trekker motorhome. So they call this the Trekker Coach Built, I think. 594. And on the photos, this looked amazing. We just need to get inside it to have a look, don't we?
This is a busy stand again, so great news for Swift. And you can see why these smaller motorhomes are so popular. Look at the space that you get in here compared to a standard camper van to a van conversion.
Just that little bit wider, aren't they?
Just that bit wider, so much more space for storage. Everything just feels a little bit more spacious. You end up with the kitchen blocks that are this kind of size. So it's got a full, pretty much slot-in cooker in there. I don't know what's going on down the back there.
I was going to say, you can see the couple in the back have shown quite nicely demonstrated that you can shut the bedroom off from the living area.
So you don't have to worry about using window blinds and curtains or all of that kind of stuff, because you've got that kind of level of privacy actually at the back of your van if you want it.
Big fridge in here as well. Really nice airy room. I tell you what, this styling in here, I wasn't sure whether it was going to work in a motorhome. This makes it kind of makes it a bit more youthful, I think.
It's got this kind of trekker theme running through it, hasn't it? And the yellow cushions.
Yeah, it's still got these really nice kind of zip bags in the front here that they do. Actually, this is really quite pleasant.
This table.
Yeah, big fold-out table at the front here. I'm obviously standing where the swivel chairs are at the front too. But yeah, really nice. Go on then, let's see what we've got.
But first off, you get a massive fridge.
You do?
Absolutely massive. Huge thing. So back here, this is your bathroom as well, or well, shower room. Don't know if I've ever seen a camper van or
Okay,
small
so you've
motorhome with
got
a bath.
toilet and sink on one side, and then presumably behind this door is the shower.
Yes. Oh, it clips in on the floor there. So that's the door that shuts off then to the main living area.
Separate shower cubicle.
There.
Very
And
nice.
This, I think.
Just got catches at the top, I think.
Catches up there. Catch up there. That's it.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye bye. That makes your bathroom private.
Very nice. And then you've got effectively an island bed.
Lovely big bed. Get that rucksack off there.
So yeah, you've got good storage at the back there as well. Huge mattress on this. Look at that. Loads of storage
loads
underneath.
Of storage under too, yeah. And a bedside tables. It's a motorhome. It is most definitely a home away from home.
Well, Swift have made this so bright you can barely read it. But look at that. A shade under 80k for all of that space.
That's an awful lot of van for your money actually, isn't it? You can see how expensive converting a van actually is compared to putting a fiberglass shell onto the back of a ladder chassis basically. And it means you get so much more space, sleep 4 people in it, travel 4 people. Yeah, nice van.
We're learning on the job here, aren't we? We didn't realise that this new coach-built Trekker was a range of Trekkers. So a fleet, I don't know what you call that. What's a collection of Trekkers called? Trekker? So we've got fleet. So we've got a 540 Trekker, we've got a 584 Trekker, and obviously the one that we've just been in, which is a 594, I think, wasn't it?
594. So the 594 is cracking on for 8 metres long.
So these are all different styles of layout inside, obviously with the 540 being the smallest one. I didn't even realise that there was 3 different models. Sorry, should really do more research before we come round the show, but we're learning with you. So the 584 is twin rear beds, so you can see what we've got there, and obviously the front can convert as well. 79,490. Let's go and have a look at the 540, and the smallest one, which is the 540, still a 7 metre long motorhome, but that one's got the drop down bed, so it drops down over the seats at the front, so that means you've got effectively a rear shower, toilet, wardrobe, etc. And obviously it's a little bit cheaper, 78,590. So yeah, a huge range of checkers, huge range of Trekkers. It's a bit of a mouthful here at the show, and loads to choose from if you like that kind of style from Swift.
And if you don't, there's the campervan style Trekkers, the fleet of those that are available too.
Now we're quite interested in this one. This is a Hymer Redwood 600. This is a new model from Hymer. Interesting to see what they're doing on the 600 length Ducato. Sarah's already inside been scoping it out. So what have we got?
So you've got a transverse bed with a couple of really lovely thick nice mattresses. It looks like a good size bed as well actually. They're 2 nice big mattresses, so no difficulty with trying to find bottom sheets and things for it. It's not on a sprung base, it is a hardwood base that's down there, but I don't think that would matter from the size of these mattresses, to be honest. got a good amount of storage up here.
Nice shaped cupboards.
Nice
actually.
shaped cupboards, yeah. They've taken some real consideration with that, and this nice
That's beautiful.
wood in the roof as well. No cupboard over the back, but I don't think you need it actually.
One window as well. One window.
One window just down that side there, and obviously the couple on the barn doors there is you'd normally expect.
Yeah.
Nice
Let's have a
looking
look
van.
at the
Let's go.
the garage while we're back here. So we've got storage for the chairs and all that kind of stuff just in the side there. Somebody's thought about that. I'm assuming we've got a gas locker. We do. So this one isn't gasless. I've got this lovely flooring in here. Yeah, let's go and have a look around at the front.
So I was just checking out further the bed situation, and they have got a slide out funky step, which you'll have seen on one of our previous videos before. So it's tucked behind the side there, you pull it out and the step folds down, because that is a little on the high side for the vertically challenged to get into. So this is a nice kitchen space. I must admit I'm a little surprised though that in a Fiat, which you've generally got that wider body shape on it, quite how narrow it actually is here. Not unusable, just a little surprised, but they've obviously given you more space in this bathroom here. So nice big fridge with a freezer box in it as well. Bamboo tops, that's quite a nice finish.
set of
Some more of
drawers.
this storage here.
Huge drawers.
Huge set of drawers. And they've given you a lovely big cutlery tray as well, look at that.
Yeah, and I think on the
Nice.
end here there's like an extending table by the looks of it. Don't
Oh, yes.
try and
I'm
figure
not
out
trying
knots.
to do
Yeah,
that, no.
but that does look like it's going to go on the end of the
Little
kitchen block.
Yeah, there's a line there for
lovely
it.
bamboo.
It is nice,
I
isn't
like
it?
that.
So there's a
Yeah,
bit more
very nice.
storage back here by the looks of it. Oh, look at that.
Good wardrobe.
Lovely big cupboard there, yeah. It is wardrobe, it's got your the rail in it. And the bathroom, or shower room, push doors in there. And that's a really good size actually as well. Normal sink or hand basin in there. Good amount of storage again. And a side window rather than a roof vent up there. But they have also given you a towel hanging rack for the middle as well, which is nice.
So at the front you've got the normal kind of affair. You've got your front dinette. Obviously that table, you can tell the bottom part swings round on that to give you a bit more space. This one's got the optional pop top as well up the top there. Very nice. Obviously means that you can sleep 4 with this and with 4 belted seats as well. So a couple of adults, couple of kids, good to go.
So price-wise for this new Hymer Redwood starts out at just under £64,000.
No.
Now that is quite a bargain van. We're having a look down the options that are actually fitted to this vehicle, and the vast majority of them are all to the actual base van. So automatic gearbox, driving comfort pack, LED headlights, seat heating, all of that
They're all
kind of
very
stuff.
nice.
The pop-up roof is obviously an option. That's 4,280, so quite a pricey option, but
Half the price of a
half the
Sven.
price of a Sven, popped up on a Sven. Bamboo shower floor insert, £100. So if you had this van as it actually is here with all of those options on it as well, it tips it up to just about £82,000, just shy of. So quite a lot of money's worth of options on it, but still coming in well under that 6-figure. Well, there's a turn up for the books. So we're over at the Eriba Car, it's a Hymer as well, and it's basically pretty much exactly the same price as that new Hymer Redwood on the Ducato. So you can have a Crafter or a Ducato for pretty much the same price.
Wow.
Albeit the big thing that's missing is this doesn't have a pop top, and that was quite an expensive option on the Redwood over there. But again, lovely van. Do like the colour combos and things that they've done in here, and they're doing a free show offer of free leather, which is worth having. That's a good couple of grand's worth.
We need to have a quick look in it then,
do
don't we?
need
If
to
you've
have
got
a quick
free
look.
leather.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
And they do good leather in here. This is that beautiful kind of tan colour, which really sets off, in my opinion, this kind of nice coloured furniture. Just really different, the colour combos that they do in these. The first one that we saw of these was more like a kind of turquoise colour that was painted inside, so there's obviously quite a lot of flexibility as to what you can do in here. But primarily exactly the same layout as that Redwood, so you've got your transverse bed which requires those little bulges on an MAN van just to counter that tumble home of the shape of the van. Similar kind of amount of storage, and a nice big bathroom again as well, with that similar kind of door that pushes across.
These really are lovely, aren't they?
They are.
They've used some lovely materials in here, and build quality's good. They just feel really homely.
I think
really
it's that,
homely.
that slightly darker colour.
I think the darker colours and that beautiful leather really sets it off. It's such a great van for the money.
Nice place to be, this
Really
one.
is. So this is a Sunlight Cliff 540V Vanlife, but
Not seen a layout like this since we a couple of years ago saw that really crazy priced Hymer Moho that was up high with a bubbly pop top and all of that kind of jazz. So in this, they've kept the bulkhead. So there's
Wow.
no getting from the cab into your van.
not turning those chairs around.
Not turning those chairs around. You have a very boring evening, I suppose, if you did. And you
You've
get
got
this stairs, which is actually your fridge is in here, and you've got some storage built in at various places. And off we go into the pop tops.
Off you go then.
All of a sudden, being in a pop top feels quite civilised if you need to
Going
get
up
up in
to
the
bed.
middle of the night, or
It's like a house.
yeah, I wouldn't kick Will in the face if I needed to get out of the pop top and try and hop down. And you don't need to be wearing shoes because you're not trying to climb up and down a ladder. It has its benefits.
It's growing on me.
It's quite civilised.
And I think the thing to remember is this is only a 5.4 metre van, and it's 63.5 grand as shown here. So actually, that is really quite reasonable value in such a short van as well. Just different. You've just got to be comfortable with having that pop top.
And I suspect the reason that the price comes out as that is because it's still got that bulkhead. So it's very much still a commercial vehicle that you are buying.
Have a look at the Bürstner stand for the Habiton, which is based on the Mercedes Sprinter, and this is the HM 6.0. And they do a four-wheel drive version, which is this one over here as well. But let's have a look at what this is like, because price-wise, this looks like it's going to be really quite competitive. So let's get in there and take a bit of a look.
Now, what I remember from reading about this before we came to the show is that it's got this funky shower layout, because this is quite different, that you've got a 6-metre van with longitudinal beds. You heard me right.
Longitudinal.
6-metre van with longitudinal beds. And your compromise is this shower space, because there's something about this that means it slides around, because if I just step back a little bit here, currently do not have a dinette.
What happened there?
It had a bit of an accident. No, it didn't. It's obviously been intentionally moved so that this bathroom shower here can actually be operated. So we need to take a little bit of a closer look at this. But it's a very interesting concept of a way of doing a 6-metre van with longitudinal beds, definitely.
So the way that this works, you basically have to take this cushion out, which stops it from being a longitudinal bed on that side, and then there's a secret handle down here. So if you lift that, this whole shower unit moves into place, and that means that your skylight is then over the shower. And then this slides back, which I'm assuming is that handle there. And then
Ta-da! He has a dinette.
we have a dinette. If I can untangle myself from my bag.
Oh, and the table's folded up there, look.
Table's folded
To
up
the side
here.
of you.
So which presumably is as easy as... Ooh,
So somebody's thought about that.
you're not having dinner in a hurry. Folds down, very nice, easy to store out the way. Isn't that amazing? Somebody's really thought about the design there.
Yeah.
And then if you're going to go to bed, simple as then, the reverse.
That out the way.
Lift the handle, slide that. You wouldn't want to be standing in there, would you?
You wouldn't. Or go to the toilet. That'd be even worse.
It does properly lock in as well. And then
Make your bed.
put your cushion back, you're in bed. Very nifty.
That is pretty innovative, isn't it? Really?
I like it.
Yeah. So this tells us that this 6.0 Habiton is a prototype, but it does have a price on here. So it starts from 68,495,
That's
which
amazing.
that is cheap for a Mercedes, which means there's probably a fair few things that you'd be wanting to put on as an option to the base van, and there is a fairly long list of
Ooh.
equipment here, so right from upgrading the engine, various comfort packs, cameras, temperature controls, LED headlights and things, which brings this particular one out at 96,295. So it's got nearly £28,000 worth of optional equipment on there. But I tell you what, I think that probably goes down as being pretty much the most innovative thing that we've actually seen at the show.
And this one behind, so this is the four-wheel drive. These start from 80,000.
Okay.
It's just the same, but it's obviously got the raised Mercedes suspension and
High
kind
up.
of off-road tyres and all that kind of stuff. This one's also got a pop top.
So it does.
So this one, for argument's sake, because this has got obviously all the leather and everything else, this is 106,007. When you look at that. And if you think about what we've seen at the show and what you've seen on this video, that doesn't sound too far out the way of being, well, I'm going to say it, good value for what you get in here with a four-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter with a pop top. Think about how much that would be if it was an Adria or if it was one of the other makes. And Bürstner is not a rubbish make, is it? Let's be honest. Really nice quality vans, these. Really nice.
This behind me looks a little bit familiar. Wonder where we are.
It's the Westfalia Columbus 600D.
It is. I think this might actually be the one that we did the review on a month or so ago.
I think it might.
Yeah.
Yes, we always have to come and say hello to Wander Home, don't we, when we're here? Let's see what Westfalias they've got on the stand.
Yeah. Well, they've got a deal on. £3,000 off RRP at the moment, which, yeah, it's getting close to that magic number, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Columbus is a great van though. If you haven't seen our review video of the Columbus 600D, please go and check that out. It's certainly a great van, very, very nice quality inside, really well built, and loads of space because it's built on the Ducato as well. Yeah.
There's some big windows in this van.
Yeah.
It's enormous.
Really, really nice. Floods it with light in there.
I think that's a wrap.
I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, it's been a long but very good day here at the show, actually.
Really good. So, top picks?
I think I'm going to go with I think it's a Sunlight Vanlife 540V, if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh, the one with the stairs.
Yes, so it's still got the bulkhead.
Nice.
Very different for a camper van. And those stairs stroke the furniture where everything was built into it with storage and things up into that pop top. I like that actually.
Very
Probably
nice.
different for a camper van. You don't really see a huge amount of different layouts like that. So that one's just stuck with me up there, yeah.
Sitting in there. I'm going to be cheeky and I've got two.
Naughty.
So I think the T7 CamperKing,
Okay.
just what they've done in terms of concept for that van, in terms of being completely off-grid, completely self-sustaining from the electrics. I've never sat in a pop-top camper which has got 1,000 amp hours of lithium. I mean, bonkers.
And they did show us a video of it back in the factory where they were boiling a kettle, running the microwave and a heat gun.
Absolutely.
All at the same time. Now, I'm not entirely convinced as to whether there'd be any point when you would ever need to
Crazy.
do that, but it does prove a point.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, lovely vans. Great that it's on a T7 now. Yeah, very, very interesting in terms of how that's going to push the market forward. And my other cheeky one is the Bürstner.
Yeah.
So that
Deserves
Mercedes
mention.
Habiton that we saw on the Bürstner, that sliding bathroom is really innovative. And if you want longitudinal beds in a 600 long Mercedes, yes. And actually for a very reasonable price when you compare it to other Mercedes which are on the market. Definitely worth checking that out. So yeah, hopefully if you're coming to the show you're going to find something of interest to you. There is loads here. Get your walking shoes on and make sure you do those back exercises because my back's killing me now.
I think we've both got
Too much.
very poor posture.
Too much hunched
By all
over
accounts.
walking round. Big thank you to Wander Home as well for
Yeah.
a nice beverage
Cheers.
before we sit down and edit this video. Thank you very much for watching. Let us know what your top picks are in the comments below and we'll see you again soon on
Campervan time.